Welcome back, everyone. So it's Love Day today. Obviously, I had to dress for the occasion, and I've got another food review for you. Just a sec. So look. So I found this really beautifully presented box of sushi in Sainsbury'S, would you believe? Sushi isn't for everyone, and I know that, but I don't mind a bit of sushi from time to time. So this beautifully presented box of heart-shaped Valentine's Day sushi is handcrafted. There are 4 different types of sushi, and we've got some Korean chicken bites there, just in the corner there. So you can see there's a salmon maki is this one. You've got like a rose-shaped salmon with, I think, cream cheese and chives on top. That one would be the nigiri, and that is some sort of roll. Let me see what it says. Hold on. Yeah, so salmon maki, salmon nigiri, salmon roses. So you've got a salmon and tuna, which is that one. A salmon and tuna photo maki, and then you've got the spicy Korean chicken there. I am looking forward to this. Let's have a look at some nutritional details first. Obviously, there is raw fish, so yeah, just it's sushi, so raw fish, isn't it? This particular box has 17 pieces of sushi inside, and the cost of this box was £14.50. So, like I said, it's handcrafted, it is beautifully presented, and it is for a special occasion. So yeah, £14.50 to share, I guess, because there is enough to share in this box. Ingredients: so sushi rice, chicken breast, spices, and other bits and bobs. So allergy information: so this may contain mollusks, crustaceans, milk, peanuts, or sulfites. It is ready to eat, and it is best enjoyed taken out of the refrigerator half an hour before serving. I guess it's the right temperature now for me to eat. But yeah, how pretty is that box? It would be a shame to get rid of that box, in fact, once the sushi's finished. There must be something I can do with this box afterwards. Anyway, so in Sainsbury's, you help yourself to the wasabi and soy sauce sachets. You do have to pay a bit extra for those. And they do provide individually wrapped chopsticks too. So you can, enjoy the sushi and not have to use your hands. But if you're like me, you'll just use your hands anyway. Right, let's dig in. I'm talking way too much. Oh, look at that. How pretty does that look? That looks so beautiful. Look, you can see that's fresh. The flavours are very fragrant. The Korean chicken is very flavourful. In fact, I can smell that. That is the most prominent smell that I can smell from this box of sushi. Right, let's go. Gonna have to try a bit of that Korean chicken first. Oh, that bit looks good. Hold on. So it is coated, in fact, it is fried in batter and coated in some of that beautiful K sauce and garnished with some black and regular sesame seeds. Let's go. It does look delicious. So that chicken is not dry. The sauce is sweet and it's spicy. It looks beautiful. It's very saucy. It's delicious. They give you 4 pieces of that sweet and spicy chicken, Korean chicken. Try it. Let me go in for, let me try a piece of salmon maki. But before I do that, I need to put some soy sauce and wasabi on there. So yeah, the soy sauce is gluten-free. I'll just pour some on each bit of sushi, really, because oops, there we go, and some on that, and some on the salmon nigiri, and a bit on that tuna photo maki, and those lovely looking roses. And it will definitely need some of that wasabi. You know what, I'll just put some in the corner because it can be quite spicy. And you know what, I wonder if this really is wasabi, because I read somewhere that a lot of the wasabi, or 95%, that's like nearly all of the wasabi sold in like sachets and around the world, isn't actually from wasabi. It's made out of horseradish and dyed green. So I'm hoping that this is the real deal. Let me see. Let me check the ingredients, in fact, before. Just bear with me a second. I don't know if you can see. Can you see the ingredients on the back of that? With the sunlight getting in the way. See, look, already I can see horseradish. Hold on. Horseradish powder. Horseradish powder, mustard, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, that is not wasabi. That wasabi is falsely advertised. Apparently it's quite hard to grow, so that is why they're using horseradish instead of wasabi, but they shouldn't call it wasabi if it's not wasabi. Anyway, I'm sure it still tastes good. As you can see, I have just put the wasabi, or the horseradish sauce, in the corner there, so I can just dip it in, because it can be quite overpowering. Okay, so first up, I'm going to try one of those salmon makis. I know what a salmon maki tastes like, but look, you can see that it's got that beautiful soy sauce underneath. I will dip it in some of that wasabi. Oh, come back. Right, look, with some of that wasabi, the soy sauce. Delicious. So a little of that horseradish / wasabi sauce does go a long way. You do not need to drizzle it over the top of all of your sushi, unless you're brave enough to do so, obviously. You can taste the freshness of the salmon maki. The salmon is fresh. What more can I say? The rice is cooked nicely. It has got that stodgy texture because it's a sushi rice and not basmati. And it works. Let me go in for one of these photo maki things. Was it tuna? I think it was a tuna photo maki. Look at that. Now that does look beautiful. And again, soy sauce there, but I think it needs a bit more. So I'm just going to dip it in. And while I'm there, I'm going to dip it in some of that wasabi. Or some of that horseradish. I need to stop calling it wasabi because it's not even the real deal, is it? But it tastes nice. So yeah, look. That is the tuna and salmon photo maki. Look. Delicious. Right, I'm gonna go in for one of those salmon roses. Look at that. It looks very pretty. Oh, come on. There we go. Get some of that. I'll get some of that horseradish on there. Oh, it's unwrapping on me. Look at that. That salmon rose is to die for. It's delicious. It's fresh. I'm not too sure what it's filled with actually. It doesn't taste like cream cheese. Let me just double check on the packet. So I can't seem to find on the packet where it says what the salmon rose is filled with. I just assumed it was a cream cheese because, you know, salmon and cream cheese work together, like in the bagel, for example. But I'm not getting much cheese flavour, much of a cream cheese flavour. Let me just taste a little bit more. Maybe it is a cream cheese, but it's delicious. Whatever it is, it's delicious and you have to try it. Right, let me go in for one of the salmon nigiris. I'll get one with a nice bit of soy and then get it in that, okay, and get it in that wasabi. Yum, look at that. I did lose some of that rice, it broke off, but it's okay. Delicious again. I've had salmon nigiri before. I've had the Korean chicken before. I've had the salmon maki before. But the salmon roses are different, and so is the tuna and salmon photo maki. And out of all of the different flavours here, the salmon and tuna photo maki wins. That's my favourite one out of all of them. The flavours are on point, and you couldn't eat this without the soy sauce and the wasabi, because it really does give it the flavour that it needs. This Valentine's sushi special, I'm going to rate this, I'll give it an 8.5. It's different, it's fun, it's fresh. So I would recommend the sushi special at Sainsbury'S. Anyway, obviously I'm not going to eat all of this by myself, but I think I already mentioned that. Thank you for watching. I hope you have an amazing love day. And if you're single, just spread love in general. There's no point in spreading hate. Just spread love. That's it from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.